All right, hello, Zach. I'm going to start talking from our previous session. I know we kind of discussed, your dilemma currently with you wanting a bicycle, a motorcycle, and your mom having negative feelings about that. So I want to try a technique that I feel like will be effective with cognitive behavioral therapy. It's called open chair. Okay, are you open to trying this technique?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm gonna set us a 9-minute timer, so then that way we'll be spot on the
Okay.
time.
All right. And so with this technique, Zach, it's going to be effective because it will give you the opportunity to act like you're talking to mom, right? So I want you to act like when you are looking at the empty chair, I want you to act as if mom is right in front of you. And I want you to, the things that we've been talking about in previous sessions, I want you to say that to the chair as if it's mom, okay? So just be open and express genuinely why you feel so passionate about having your motorcycle. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You have the floor.
So mom, I have a motorcycle. I've had it for a couple days now.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. And I know you don't like it, but it brings me happiness, and it's a very freeing feeling, and it's something I've always wanted since I was a little kid. And yeah, and we can end it with that.
Okay.
Save time and stuff.
And overall, if I'm wrong, I just want to explain, so that everybody understands what's going on with this specific technique. But mom feels very strongly. You feel very passionate about this bike. You love this bike. It brings you enjoyment. But mom, on the other hand, really thinks most times when you're on your bike or associates you having a bicycle with you dying, pretty much. She has very drastic negative emotions about you having the motorcycle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with that technique, I'm glad you were able to be open and passionate about how you feel. But of course, how do you feel mom would respond to that very briefly?
I think she's gonna be very pissed off, and to be honest, with us moving and with her willing to help us move, she's gonna find out anyway. So I'm gonna have to tell her whether I like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be fun.
Okay. Okay. Well, this just gives you the opportunity to pretty much, it encourages you to have that conversation. I know in our last session, I did encourage you, to have this conversation with mom because I did feel like it would cause more harm than good, even though that is ultimately your decision. And I understand you are going to have that conversation when you're ready. I just feel like I want you to think about the possibility of mom finding out without you directly telling her and how that might contribute to her negative emotions that she already has. Does that make sense? That goes along with the thinking, the behaving, and all of that. So I do want to give you a homework assignment. Okay, so ultimately this is your session, Zach, and you have full control over your session. But I would like for you to write a journal entry. It's gonna go back into kind of the open chair technique, and it's also progressing into you having the actual conversation with mom. Okay, so dear mom, and I want you to just overall elaborate on why you're so passionate about your bicycle, and then when you come back for your next session, we'll read it. Okay, and it's just warming you up to have that final conversation with her, so that when you do have that conversation with her, you can stand firm in your beliefs and you don't let mom's emotions take over you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, just a page. If it's less than a page, a solid paragraph will do. Okay. Does that sound okay with you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. I would like to try one more technique with you, Zach, just to overall warm you up to this. It's gonna be called role playing. Okay. Are you familiar with role playing at all?
Yeah, I like theater. So.
Okay. Awesome. So you know this stuff. So pretty much just like with the open chair technique, but this time you're gonna be talking to me, and I'll be kind of acting like I'm mom. Okay. I want you to elaborate on why you feel like having a motorcycle is important to you again. And I want you to be realistic with it, like show emotion if you can, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll act like I'm mom, and I'll be emotional, and I'll be passionate about my beliefs. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, I guess would you like for me to start? Would you like to start?
You can start.
I'll start. Okay.
We have 4 minutes. You're doing really well.
So let's see. How have you been, Zach? How have you been, son?
I'm okay. A little stressed out, Mom.
Really? What's causing your stress?
Because I've been withholding from telling you something I know is going to make you mad.
Zach, we've had this conversation. You know how I feel about that. Like, why do you feel like you can't tell me things? Like, with Dad, you tell Dad everything. Why can't you be open with me the way that you're open with Dad?
Because I have a motorcycle. And I know.
Pause. Did you say a motorcycle?
Yeah, I did.
Zach, how long have you had this bike? I'm not kidding. This is not funny.
Well, I passed my class like a week ago.
Okay, and I mean, I'm happy for you, Zach. I don't want to take away from you. Like, I'm happy, but why would you not tell me this?
Because I know you'd be very pissed off. I don't want to upset you.
Okay. I mean, I get it, Zach, but do you not understand that you're upsetting me even more? Like, to the point to where I feel like I could actually cry. Like, I've explained this to you before, son. I want you to be happy. I want for you to be able to have a bike, but, I mean, for goodness sakes, have you not seen the stats on motorcycle accidents?
I don't know the stats, I'll be honest. But, if you think about it, with being on a motorcycle, I won't be able to be on my phone.
But I mean, you don't even like wearing helmets. And that doesn't make me feel any better.
I think they're very cool, actually.
I mean,
I don't want to die myself.
I get it. But, son, you have to, can we compromise here?
As in how?
Can you understand where your mother's coming from? You're my only son. I've always been very protective over you, and you know, this is why I don't allow for you to have a bike, or why I didn't allow for you to have one when you were at home with me.
I mean, I know you don't like it, but it does make me happy.
Okay.
And
I feel like. Go ahead, son.
Sorry. And if it makes you feel better, Ashlyn doesn't like it either.
I know, but she's more receptive to it than me. You know, like, you call me dramatic about it, you know, and it's hard. I try to be understanding because I do understand it brings you happiness, but ultimately, I'm scared. That's all I want you to understand. Can you understand that I'm scared? Because I'm your protector.
Yeah, I get that.
So, you know, I'm not happy with it, but more than anything, son, I'm upset that you hid this from me. Because, like I've told you before, this only makes me more dramatic, right? And you want me to calm down about this, but you have to be honest with me and open with me.
Yeah.
Even if it's hard, even if, you know, I come across as being crazy, you know, I would rather us have an open system where we can communicate.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, you know, maybe I should just be around more when you're riding it. Maybe it might give me reassurance. How do you feel you can give me reassurance with this? Or how do you feel like we can get on the same page?
I mean, I was hoping that me passing the...
All right. And we can wrap it up there. You know, that's just kind of an example of the role playing. And, you know, like I said, it's just going to warm you up to having that conversation with her. Okay? On our next session, just come back with that homework and we'll start from there. Okay?
All right, sweet.
All right. Nice session, Zach.
Thank you.